Welcome back to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Ottman. You may know that prospective teachers must complete a residency requirement where they go to schools and work as a teacher in training before they graduate. But you may not know that at MTSU, our students have the option of completing their residency in one of 15 countries. Dr. Tiffany Dellert, Director of our Office of Educator Preparation in the College of Education, joins us on Out of the Blue to talk about these teaching abroad opportunities through the Consortium for Overseas Student Teaching. Tiffany, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Your first time on Out of the Blue?
Yes, it is.
Well, and also a great topic we're going to talk about, which is student teaching abroad. And we've talked a little bit off camera about all the advantages, and we're going to get into that real fast. But give us the quick elevator pitch. Why is this such an important resource for someone to get great experience and have an opportunity of a lifetime?
So for our traditional student teaching students, it's a great opportunity to get some additional teaching experience out in the world in another type of school system and really build their resume to come back to Tennessee and be able to talk with principals or other hiring districts about the great things that they've learned and the unique things that they can bring to their students in the classroom based on what they've learned from great teachers in other countries.
And what makes this so incredible and why I'm just so excited about this is that I have to do that final, I need a residency, right? If I'm going to be an educator through any of our programs, I need that classroom time. I could have this classroom time in a lot of different countries, right? How many countries are we talking about here that's possible?
So I believe there are about 15 different countries, but within those countries, there are a number of cities with different sites that our students can attend to. So for example, in Germany, there are 3 different cities that our students could potentially complete their teach abroad experience.
Wow. So what's my first step? How do I begin this process? I come find you, right?
Yeah, that's the start of it. So at MTSU, our students complete in their final year usually what we call Residency 1, which is a pre-residency experience where they're out in schools here in our local community, and then Residency 2, which is that culminating experience where they're in schools 5 days a week with a master teacher and a supportive supervisor from the university. And so this takes place in that semester. So typically about a semester before, our students will have to submit an application. For students attending in the fall, we will have to submit the application by March. For students submitting in the spring, we have to submit their application by September. So I always say it's never too early to get in touch with me, but definitely at least a semester before you would want to have this experience.
And I would imagine earlier is better because, there's a lot of moving parts here, but they're not going to have to find the process of applying to that school. You'll help them go through this organization called COST, right? What is that organization?
So COST is the Consortium for Overseas Student Teaching. It is a consortium of about 18 United States-based universities that's been around since 1975 or so, of which MTSU is a founding member. And they coordinate these experiences of U.S. students having these teach abroad experiences. And so I walk them through an application process that goes to COST. They handle all of the administrative kind of communication between our side and the site or receiving sites in other countries and make it all come together. But it does start with an application on our end, and I help walk our students through that from beginning to end.
And I assume COST and you would help me as a prospective student not only find a place to work, but find a place to live and all of the requirements to kind of be successful, not only in the classroom, but also just making sure I'm okay out in the communities I'm going to live in, right?
Absolutely. So there are receiving site coordinators for every location abroad, and they work with our students once they're connected to set up housing, make sure you have information about the school and the mentor teacher you'll be placed with. Most of our students are housed with families, host families that are associated with the school that they'll be teaching in some way. So a family that has students in the schools or a teacher who works at the schools to help also then with transport from getting to your home for your time away to the school and back again. It includes meals. All of the things are wrapped up together so that students don't have to keep track of too many things while they're there.
You know, I usually bristle when I hear this is a best kept secret, but this feels like everybody ought to know about this and consider this, right? You must have, in all your time connected with this, had some great success stories of students having wonderful experiences. Do any of them come to mind that you're proudest of?
Absolutely. Every student that I've been with on their journey has come back to talk about the fantastic things that they've done. Our two most recent students I'm excited to hear from. We currently have one in Greece and we have another in South Africa who just began their journey. So they're working their way through it a little bit and they'll be back to us at the end of the semester. And I'm excited to hear about the things that they do.
What do I need to do if I want to be considered for this program? Call Tiffany. But is there things that I should prepare for in my academic journey that would make me more successful as an applicant?
Absolutely. The beauty of it is really all our students have to do is stay on track for completing their student teaching semester. As long as they do all of the things needed to work towards completion of their program and ultimately get to their student teaching experience, they then can qualify for this. Aside from that, they can start to plan financially and, all of the preparations that come along with spending 8 weeks in another country. But from an academic standpoint, it really is just stay on track for becoming a teacher in Tennessee and you can be eligible for this program.
Okay, so give me the takeaways. What are the things that you want our viewers and listeners to know about this program that's most important?
I want people to know that this is a program available to anyone completing a teacher preparation program for initial licensure, traditional, at MTSU. That's any endorsement area. So whether you're going to high school or kindergarten, you can complete this program. I also want them to know that it is a great resume builder. It's a great way to build and develop yourself personally, from immersing yourself in a new culture, all the way to being able to come back and be past your peers a bit professionally with your ability to talk about the things that you've learned about teaching and learning in another country while working with students in a system completely different from what you know.
Fantastic program. There's got to be a place on the web I can find out more. Where should I go to find out more?
Absolutely. If you go to the MTSU College of Education website, education.mtsu.edu, you can be directed to our office, the Office of Educator Preparation and Licensure.
Tiffany, what a great program. Thanks for coming onto the show, and thank you for helping create these great opportunities for our students.
Thank you for giving me the chance to share.